Bible information.
Nothing much. Appreciate y'all for joining us today. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Shout out to all the black entrepreneurs and owners, everybody getting into this liquor stuff. It's good that we can own our own brands and get other people that look like us to promote our brands, man. I think that shit is so important. Like, I mean, I think about that shit I posted it after the event last Saturday. Us having a black-owned company, being at a black-owned venue, sponsored by a black-owned brand, that shit's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Nah, it is. So, we got one of our special guests in the building, man. One of my brothers that just, made that good old drive up here from Florida, Fucking Florida niggas, man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Yes,
What I'm saying? Go ahead and tell them a little about yourself. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, sir. It's D-Phrase, D-Phraze, straight out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Representing Gunshine State. I'm talking about the affiliation with the one and only Yaquan. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Real niggas do real things.
Light skinned niggas.
You know what I mean?
You gotta stick together.
Yeah, you gotta stick together. That's real. We're being discriminated against.
Yes, man.
There's a war going on.
There's a war going on out here,
What's
nigga.
going on?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, man, nah, for real though. We gotta, we gonna fucking catch whoever that was, man. We ain't gonna get too much into it, bitch, but you know what you did. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. Like, we ain't put no, But, tell the people about yourself other than coming from Florida. What made you really get into because Florida in itself is just a different music scene.
Definitely.
You got shit from Luke, you know what I'm saying? So then now you got the Trick Daddy, then
Right.
you got the gangs like Rick Ross.
Right.
You got this wild shit like the City Girls Azuki. I don't understand that girl.
Yeah.
That's a fucking porn star.
Yeah.
But to each his own. But what made you really want to get into this music thing? You call me.
Man, I just grew up around it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I couldn't escape from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just on the side of being brought up in a church and a Christian background. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't escape from it. Just growing up, just listening to different type of genres and just loving the music. Like my mom with Anita Baker and all of that. Man, I just fell in love with it, just like anybody else. But as far as just taking it to the next level and becoming an artist, that always has been a part of my DNA, you know what I'm saying? Just how it started, you know what I'm saying? Just watching my grandmother and grandfather, they struggled with 14 kids and all that. So, they just took the righteous way, the way that they only knew, you know what I'm saying, to bring them up right. You know what I mean? So, I can't forget about them. And, that the music just stuck with us. We couldn't escape from it. You know what I'm saying? Even though we was, my mother and her brothers and all that, brothers and sisters was all in the streets. It's just something that they couldn't steer away from. You know what I'm saying? The times was different back then. Like the household the upbringing was different with my grandmother and grandfather, raising their kids versus, my generation and all that. So, man, it's just a different time. And man, and I just feel like the time is now. Everything happens for a reason with this, in your destiny, whatever you're trying to go towards, if it don't happen when you want it to happen, as long as you stay persistent and consistent, man, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the good thing I always thought about, musicians or just individuals that grew up in like a religious household, especially church households in America. You will always hear that music, man.
Definitely.
You're gonna hear them keys before a lot of people hear them. It's just something that it does to your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like music is definitely, it's always a song for every situation.
Definitely.
But I don't give a fuck what you going through.
Definitely.
And I'm one of them friends that's gonna always remind you that's a fucking song for every situation. You would tell me one thing, I'm gonna bring up a song lyric to what the fuck just happened.
Definitely.
That's the great thing about music, man.
Yeah.
So who inspired you as an artist to really be like, all right, I want to really try to do this rap thing. I want to, try this out.
So I got my top 5 dead or alive. So the first one I can just say, Tupac, of course. I can say Tupac. I can say the J. Cole's. I can say Nas, Rakim, and Big. You know what I mean? Like those were the pioneers that, you know what I'm saying, that brought it that made me want to do this rap thing. You know what I'm talking about? So, man, it is just real music. You know what I mean? Not the cast any type of, you know, hatred or, you know, negativity, but it's
No,
just
you
like
say that shit.
my just in
You
my
say that
opinion,
shit.
you know what I mean? Like it was just real genuine music. You know what I mean? And that's what I love. Like you listen to it and it'll touch your soul, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a song for everything. Now it's just like niggas. Everybody ain't driving no Maserati. Everybody ain't living in no mansion. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody going through some shit, nigga. This is real life. So you know it's good to escape. You know to have those type of songs for those moments. But shit, man,
That shit in reality.
just bring it back to earth.
Of course, dealing with artists, you deal with some younger people, and then being out here in the streets, deal with some younger females, and like they just act like you're not supposed to go through these periods of struggle.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's like
These kids now.
I talked to somebody the other day, and they're like, "Oh, I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with that." I'm like,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
life.
"Suck that shit the fuck up."
Yeah, and do what you gotta do.
And I'm like, yeah, it's like you're not gonna have all the answers. You're not, dealing with dust and other stuff is hard.
Yeah,
It's hard, tough.
Yeah,
Tough as hell.
Like you're not gonna get the answers you looking for all the time.
That's real. That's so real.
That is real because like, bro, you gotta understand. This generation act like everybody ain't go through shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
We went through a generation where a lot of our parents was crackheads.
Right.
Yes.
And growing up with other people.
I mean,
Yeah.
I see
We would have been off in us, though.
Yeah,
You would have thought about that shit. You must have said, him, do it, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
Like,
Yeah.
I've seen best friends kill other best friends,
Mm.
like just like crazy shit going on, bro. Like, it's,
I've been best friend with my homeboy for like, shit. We've been rocking like 24 years, my nigga.
Yeah, that's real though.
I got two.
That's my
homeboys
brother.
That
That shit don't make sense.
Don't stop 7 years old, man.
You know?
Crazy.
But I don't know, man. That shit do be crazy. Cause I be trying to not really pay attention to that shit.
Mhm.
But it be right in front of us, man. With all this, it's a lot of depression in the world. And it's like,
Yeah.
and I'm the type of personality telling these artists like, yo, if you got something to go through or you're going through something, find people to talk to, man. It's gonna be some people out there that, you know, just wanna, they'll listen to you, even if they're not gonna give you the response you always want to get, because everything ain't gonna be what you want to hear.
Exactly.
But it is people out there that want to listen, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Whatever
Definitely.
feel alone.
And I think too, when you said that, just to piggyback on what you said about the depression thing, man, it's just, you know, most people, they just need somebody to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, just shut up and let them talk. You know
That's a
what I mean?
fact.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
know,
fact.
I lost a couple of homeboys to, you know what I'm saying, suicide and all that.
Damn.
That shit is real. Like, that shit is real, definitely. But yeah, man, shit crazy.
How it is growing up in St. Pete, man. You know, because a lot of artists not really, well, a lot of people in general, not artists, are not familiar with the area, you know. So many
You
different
just think
things
it's a bunch of beaches,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
you go 3 blocks from them beaches, that shit is rough.
It is rough, but you know, you think of St. Pete, well, you think of Tampa Bay, you know what I'm saying? You think of St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is a small island.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Angela Bassett grew up in Jordan Park. Couple of people grew up out of there. That's the only person I can really think of that's really big that made it into the media scene. That's really big. Rod Wave. But I love my city though, man. That's it's just like with that musically, it's not like I said, it's not like a melting pot. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers ain't gonna support you as hard as they do if you take your talents to somewhere like Atlanta, Chicago, or California. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
That's what's happening with a lot of places, unfortunately.
Yeah,
And I've had posts
For real.
like that
Yeah.
talking about that, like people look at you differently. You go do a show in Atlanta, do a show somewhere else.
Definitely.
Now all of a sudden the people that follow you, that been following you for years, now they're looking at you differently, like you're doing something. And
because it's trendy. That's
They
what
brought
it
it.
is.
Case, but
exactly.
unfortunately, it's what
people
it is,
like
man.
what's already popular,
Absolutely.
and it's crazy.
It shouldn't
It's a
happen.
crazy mindset.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
just-
That's just how it is.
It's an illness, man.
You just gotta be popping.
Like, I don't want to be late to know that he was popping.
Yeah,
Even though you been knew me,
Yeah.
bitch.
Bro, nigga,
The
you
fuck?
did.
Like,
I gave you my CD, nigga. Like, damn, I was in front of the store. I was
You
in
will
front of
play a
the-
song for a nigga, let's say 3 years ago, that shit get a popping. And she's like, yo, man, I love that song.
Exactly.
I'm like, nigga, 3 years ago when I was playing it on my IG, you ain't give a
You
fuck.
ain't fuck with
You
it.
ain't even like this
Nigga,
shit.
you seen my shit, nigga. I sent it to your DMs. You just relax.
You
You left a nigga on scene, nigga. You left a nigga on red. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, definitely, man. That's an illness. Don't do that, man. We need to support each other.
Yes,
For
sir.
real. No matter how, you know what I'm saying? If they ain't popping, you never know. They might be popping. So
And it don't cost nothing.
don't cause nothing to
It don't-
support.
And see, the shit that be
Support
killing
don't
me,
cost a thing.
man. A lot of people are artists these days. A lot of people are entrepreneurs. A lot of people look and they research the the Instagram shit and what it takes to get the algorithm moving and all of that. So a nigga know that if he like your post or comment on it, that it's gonna help move your shit along.
Exactly.
And for niggas that's not to do simple shit like that, like goddamn hit like and just leave a little fucking emoji.
That's a problem.
I don't give a fuck if you leave a trash can.
That's it.
Do fucking something, bro. Help me.
Help me,
nigga.
Definitely.
And that nigga won't take fucking 1.5 seconds to do that shit.
Yeah.
Just it's mind
But
boggling.
they want to support somebody that don't even.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
And they'll comment, yo, I fuck with your shit, big bro.
Yeah, don't even know this nigga.
I love you, big
You
homie.
want to even support a nigga
What?
that went to middle school with you.
Exactly. Be like,
That's crazy.
It's crazy,
That's crazy.
man.
That's a mental illness.
Everybody's
It's
on
mental
G,
health,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
And it's the epitome of the crab in a barrel syndrome, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
Especially among the African American community.
yes, it is.
Yeah, we don't need to
Bro,
do
cause I was looking at this shit earlier with Carol Silver and Jason Lee.
Man.
You know, she tried to pay a hacker from.
No, she paid the
she did
motherfucking
pay a
hacker.
Damn.
to fucking
And took they shit down.
yeah, to take yes man,
Hollywood Unlocked.
yeah, Hollywood Unlocked from this man.
Yeah.
Like it's a black man. Like yo,
Yes.
we are
Because the
all
nigga was
out
telling the truth.
about it. She was stealing
Come
money.
on, bro.
Everybody say she's stealing bread. You know? It is what it is, nigga. That shit's a fact. That's what they say. But we gonna get some of this D-Phrase music, man. You already know what it is. You heard it here first. Valuable information. Go download that app, How Unique Radio, in all the Play stores, all the app stores. Make sure y'all go do that, bro. Okay, let's get it. Let's play that respect.
Definitely.